Rob, here is a demonstration of motorway riding. Important thing is to be decisive when you get on, and in a moment you'll see that my entry onto the motorway was inhibited because there was a rider that needed perhaps some help. So here's the rider. I can't ever pass a rider. I just needed to check he was okay. Sometimes a rider doesn't have a phone that works or is not well. I just needed to check this guy was okay. Encouraging. He told me he had a mate coming to pick him up in a van. He obviously had a problem with his bike. But I want you to just have a look at how he's dressed. He hasn't got proper trousers on. He's got gloves on, thankfully, but he has boots with laces. And anybody who rides a motorcycle knows the danger of having boots with laces. Your lace comes undone, your lace wraps around your peg and you're in trouble. Okay, here we go. So be decisive on. I've got to accelerate and I've got to join the motorway when I'm making the right speed to do that. Now what you can't see is that I've got a car that's trying to overtake me but isn't trying to overtake me. And so what I've got to do, be patient, just back off the gas and just allow this person to go past, this lady driver, and when she's gone past and the coast is clear, look, then I can move swiftly past her up to 70, and I'm going to stay in this lane because I could see ahead that I've got, I think it's a post office lorry, parcel lorry. Anyway, it's red. Now anybody that wants to pass me and exceed the speed limit, because I'm doing 70, can use the outside lane. But what this enables me to do is to leave an empty lane between me and the post office lorry. So here I am doing 70, not inhibiting anybody on the right, and I'm timing it so that I'm not going to go past this car when this car goes past the wheels of the lorry. Just watch. So now the car's gone past the wheels of the lorry, I can overtake. Don't need to push too hard because all I need to be able to do is to go from gap to gap. So I'll pick my moment and then quickly go past this car, get into the next gap. Here we are. So nothing on my left, nothing on my right, nothing ahead, nothing behind. That's the best safety bubble that I can create, and I need to try to maintain that. So I'm going to go swiftly past the white car before it gets to the wheels of the red car. And now I'm back to nothing on the left, nothing on the right, nothing ahead, nothing behind. Straight past. Now what some people will do is to pull into the second lane, But if you look ahead, I've got another lorry, and I'm not going to pull in to move out. I'm going to dominate this lane because there's nobody behind me, nobody to the right, nobody to the left. I'm not inhibiting or impeding on any action at all. Anybody wants to overtake me, they can. So here's the empty lane. And I'm just right at crud. So the furthest I can need to be from this lorry. It's not a heavily laden lorry, as you know. Not all the wheels are down. Doesn't matter. That's the safest place to be. Now I know there's a slip road off here for 449, and I also know there'll be a slip road on for 449. So staying where I am, I've got an empty lane between me and the AO. Yeah, the appliances. And I'm also out in good time, highway code. Yeah, 2644 cars that are joining from the slip road. And I sent you the additional sheet about highway code 266 and 264. That's a good example of the highway code in practice. Car wants to overtake, it can do that. That car's doing more than 70 because I'm doing 70. So when you do this, the only thing you really have to be careful about is anybody who wants to undertake you. Because the motorway is not busy now, but if it was busier, then Jack the lad in his BMW or Audi might think that he would be able to make better progress if he overtook me on the inside. And if he's doing that when I'm moving across to take the exit, for example, then that would be a really bad idea. So here's the empty lane again. Here's the slower moving lorry, and therefore I'm involved in an overtake. Just see how much safer it is to be that much further away from the Argos wagon. Waiting for the car to go past the caravan and the car. Now I can accelerate past the car into the next gap. Quickly past the grey. Wait for the car to go past the wheels of the motorhome. Quickly past that car. And again, gap on the left, gap on the right, nothing in front, nothing behind. So this video is 18 and a bit. This is then half over. Past Eddie Stobart's wagon. Quickly past the car. Notice that when I do overtake, I don't linger. I swiftly go past into the next gap. and I'm going to come off the A34, so I've come across knowing that there's nothing coming up the slip. Come across early, and then I'm going to look for the 300-yard marker and I'm going to indicate left when I get to the 300-yard marker. You'll see it coming up in a moment. And indicate now. So I was going to turn left here to go towards Eccleshall for a ride, but you'll see when we get here that that road is closed. There you are, road ahead closed, so I couldn't go that way. So I thought I would just go up the A34 and see what I could pick out on the A34. So notice that we then go to mirror check 50, mirror check 50. This is obviously a slower moving vehicle. Shoulder check signal, move out, simple overtake. And then move back in. So looking ahead at the roundabouts, there's no point me staying in the outside lane because I want to turn left at the second roundabout. So the main hazard is always from the right. This is coming into a 40 mile an hour, by the way. Yeah, straight across. Try to straighten the roundabout look. Poor road surface. Look right. So the bollards are there because there's a wide vehicle. So a whole team of people here moving this big thing. Yeah, glad I missed that. Mirror check 50. So lights on red. Now I'm going to just back off the gas, because if I can back off the gas and just gently roll up to the lights, then ideally I can set off without stopping. There we go. So with the lights on red, I have to stop on or behind the white line. As soon as the lights change, I can go straight ahead. And I'm doing 50, which is the speed limit, but I'm going to be undertaken in a minute by an idiot in a white car. Not a white car, here it is. It's a Merc. Completely unnecessary. You'll see why in a minute. So I was in the outer lane, I've gone back to the outer lane, so that helps me, because I just need to check the open lane. The open lane then is the inside lane. Mirror check 60. And the guy's so keen to progress, he's only turning left here. Brilliant. So 4 minutes to go. So this is a dual carriageway. Dual carriageways are usually 70, but this is 60 because it's posted 60. And the posted speed is also the safe speed. No hazard on the left, so I'm left of crud. If I can see far enough ahead to be able to stop in the distance that's clear on my side of the road, then that's the speed I can go at. I'll just say that again. If I can see far enough ahead to be able to stop in a distance that is clear at the speed that is both the safe speed and the posted speed, in this case 60, then I can stay left of crud. Here, looking far ahead, I can see that there's a junction and a lay-by, and the road bends to the left. So I'm just deciding just to remain just right of crud. Now in a moment there's an example of how useful roundabouts are to making progress, and if you've got a slow moving vehicle, big wagon, and you need to make progress, then you need to think about which lane you're in. Now if the slow moving wagon is in the left hand lane, you might think, great, I'll go into the right hand lane, then I can go straight past it. Well, the only problem with that is that there might be a vehicle that you can't see because of the wagon on the inside. So you'll just see a solution. This isn't necessarily absolutely always correct, but on this occasion you'll see how it is correct. So slow moving vehicle, mirror check, shoulder check, indicate, pull out. The road bends to the right. I can progress at the safe speed without having to go anywhere else. There's the roundabout sign, and there's a slow moving wagon. So what some people do is stay in the outside lane and just go straight past the wagon. But there's a roundabout here, and could that wagon then hide me from a driver on the left here? So if I stay here, look, main hazard from the right, I can see that there's nothing coming out of there, and then go straight past the wagon. And here we are. So there you go. Hope you find that helpful, and go out and practice. Yeah, beautiful day for a ride. Watch the wheels. Always watch the wheels. I'm just going to stop here and switch the camera off.